Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will go to work first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball that can make something happen. He's one of those guys, and that's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Toner. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Going to swing it on second down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Scarlet Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Connection to the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Rutgers.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the lottery on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. They kick it away on 4th down. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce to... On the perfect roll, they'll have them locked down inside their own 5. And the Scarlet Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Punch it out of the air. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Scarlet Knights will have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires to the left side. He's got it! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Scarlet Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at
home. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Throws to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Fighting off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Gets down with the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. That's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 6. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Rutgers.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Toner. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And how about the three-pointer from downtown? The long field goal attempt, they trust their kicker, and it took every inch. Just hits the crossbar and gets over and goes in.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The sure hands, it's Watkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Second and goal coming up. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Leaves it with the back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's LeBlanc. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Thomas. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're facing a third down. Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great